I vomited into the sink the morning after my birthday. It wasn't the champagne or the cake. It was something deeper, slower, like a cold metal rod threading through my insides. I caught my reflection in the mirror. Pale skin, a sweaty forehead, my heart thumping out of sync. The watch she gave me was still strapped to my wrist, polished, high-end, quietly ticking away as if everything were fine. I didn't know it yet, but each tick was marking time. She'd fastened it to me with a kiss I barely registered. "Happy birthday, babe," she whispered, buckling it on like it belonged there. Like it belonged on me. It was a beautiful piece. Black face, silver edge, sapphire glass that caught the light just right. Far too extravagant for someone who'd been preaching budget cuts. But I didn't ask questions, because I was in love. And that's what stings the most. I loved her. 3 years married, 5 together. We had plans, a future. I started a business from our apartment. Worked nights, chased clients while she typed up reports across from me. We were a unit, or so I thought. But people on the same team don't lie softly in the dark. They don't hide messages. They don't come home with gifts wrapped in death. The sickness crept in slowly. A little vertigo, waves of nausea, a bone-deep exhaustion that no sleep could fix. I saw doctors, got poked, scanned, tested. Nothing ever came up. But I felt it, something inside unraveling, piece by piece. And she was always there, hovering. Too helpful, too kind. Always with a cool drink in hand. Always telling me to take it easy. Always watching. I didn't say anything. I just watched back. 3 weeks passed. Medical bills were crushing me. My business was slipping. Clients didn't want someone who couldn't finish sentences. I needed money. So I took the watch to a pawn shop, the one on 5th and Monroe. Maybe it could buy me a few days. The man behind the counter looked ex-military, tight buzz cut, a bald eagle inked on his arm. He picked up the watch, turned it once, then froze. His color vanished. He stared at me like I'd just handed him something deadly. "Where'd you get this?" he asked. "My wife," I said. "Birthday present." He recoiled from it like it burned him. "You need to go to the police. Now." Turned out the watch had been tampered with. There was a hidden capsule in the clasp, slowly releasing a nearly undetectable poison. The symptoms mimicked an autoimmune disease. I filed a quiet report. Didn't go home that night. Instead, I drove out to a motel on the edge of town and went back to what I do best, research. Business had taught me how to wait, how to read contracts and patterns. People forget, revenge is just business with a more personal edge. First thing I did was change my will, left everything to my godson. She never noticed the new notary documents in the drawer. Then I formed a new company under a false name, a front. I used it to discreetly move money from our shared accounts. Not all of it, just enough to trigger her greed. After that, I laid the bait. A fake client with deep pockets. Meetings. Trips. She pushed me toward it, thinking I was working again. Thinking the poison was working faster than I was. But I was already building the trap. 2 weeks later, I broke into her cloud storage. Her passwords were sloppy. I found screenshots, chats, videos. Her lover was my business partner. Naturally, he knew every weak spot in the company. He knew how to dismantle it. But they didn't know I had already sold the real company a month earlier. What they were draining was just an empty shell. The day they booked a getaway for her mental health, the police raided our home. She screamed. He tried to run. Didn't get far. They found more of those watches in his place, 2 of them. I wasn't the first. In court, she cried, blamed him, claimed she'd been manipulated. But the jury saw everything. One message sealed it. He's dying anyway. Might as well speed it up and cash out. She got 12 years. He got 18. I got my name back. It wasn't a perfect win. My recovery took months. But every breath after that verdict felt cleaner, sharper. People ask if I miss her. I don't. I miss who I thought she was. But that person never really existed. What's real is this. The watch is still in my drawer, tagged and bagged. Sometimes I take it out to remind myself what love looked like wearing her face. And now? Now I check the time on my phone. I don't need a watch to know how fast everything can change, especially when someone's counting on you to stay blind.